And millions filled out brackets at CBSSports.com, including us three.
Yes.
But our brackets didn't do so well.
We didn't make the right prediction.
No, we
not.
didn't. But that's okay, because guess what?
Somebody?
Only 3 people out of all those thousands that submitted made the right predictions for tomorrow night's Final Four. They picked Louisville, Michigan, Wichita State, and Syracuse. Wow. And CBS Sports lead play-by-play announcer Jim Nantz is in Atlanta. That's where all the action is happening. Jim, good morning. You excited?
Good morning. Yes, I am very excited. It's a chilly morning here in Atlanta, but spring is just a couple of hours away, they tell me, as this city is shrouded in fog at the moment, but sun is on the way and a great weekend festival is upon us.
Jim, they say the most talked about player at the Final Four will not be on the court. Obviously, Kevin Ware is the subject of much discussion.
Well, I think the whole country stopped, paused for a moment, and watched this kid last week suffer one of the most horrendous injuries you've ever seen in a sporting event. I was there in Indianapolis, and there were just no words for it. In fact, we basically remained silent for 9 minutes as Bob Fishman, our director, Mark Wolf, our producer, captured all the emotion that was in the building as this kid broke his leg. And again, it was just horrific to see. Reminiscent of Joe Theismann's broken leg injury over a quarter century ago. But this kid has rebounded in this regard. He had surgery on Sunday night in Indianapolis, went back to campus the following day. He's from Atlanta. He's here with the team. I visited with him last night, and he's going to actually be sitting on the bench cheering on his Louisville teammates this weekend.
That is great news, Jim. Do you think the momentum for Kevin, where they say, I hear all the team is saying, we got to do this for Kevin, do this for Kevin. Do you think the momentum takes the team to a whole different level, or do you think it's Final Four? For everybody, it's a fresh start now.
Well, I think that's a very good question. I think that there's definitely a lot of momentum behind that mantra, let's go win this for Kevin. However, you hate to break this down and push away from the kid's injury, but if I may, just from basketball sense, he was a very valuable part of that team. He was their best guard off the bench, a ball handler who would spell their 2 great guards, Peyton Siva and Russ Smith. So they do lose a lot with Kevin not being able to play. So that may balance out. They're going to play a Wichita State team that has electrified this tournament, beat a 1 and a 2 seed out in the West. They're called the Shockers, and they certainly have shocked everybody at basketball, and they're ready to come here and prove they're no Cinderella and that they can compete, and I think they can compete.
Okay, size up the Final Four then in terms of the matchups.
Well, we've got that game. We've got Louisville that I believe really, Charlie, is the overall, in fact, I would even say overwhelming favorite to take the title on Monday night. And again, I've talked about Wichita State, their opponent on Saturday. The other game is going to be a fantastic matchup. Michigan, a team behind the National Player of the Year, Trey Burke. They're up and down the floor, thrilling to watch, going against a Syracuse team led by Jim Boeheim, who won the title 10 years ago. A core group of guys that plays tenacious defense. But I tell you, the Michigan and Syracuse game on Saturday night, I'll be really surprised if it doesn't come down to a last possession ball game, a shot to win it.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jim, I'm curious about your bracket. How'd you do?
No, you don't want to know about my bracket. It was, it got busted up pretty quickly. And, I think a lot of people could say the same thing. I think everybody, may have had Louisville in there. Yeah. But the other 3 teams were deep seeds, a 4, and a 9. Yeah. So it's been a wacky tournament, just as we forecast it would be. That's what makes this tournament so great. Yes. It's unpredictable. It's one and done.
Gail and I have the popcorn and Raisinets ready to go. We'll be watching, Jim. Thank you.